You gotta speak to someone about getting that gate at the bottom of the stairs removed.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder if it can be easily done. I think
it can be easily done. When Maeve and I owned that Chumash house, the one that Bruce got, there was a gate blocking the entranceway, and it took like 5 minutes to get it removed.
Oh yeah, you can easily get that gate fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on if the construction guys have time. Usually these days they don't.
Oh.
It's an easy fix, but it just if they have the time for it or not.
That'll be sick.
Good morning. What's for breakfast?
Egg sandwich, ready to go. I was
Just
up till
like
4 a.m. last
egg and
night.
cheese or
But peppers in that
sausage,
shit,
egg,
right?
and cheese. Okay.
Egg, cheese, and some green peppers.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Gotta get that protein in for a trip to Russia.
Oh my
You're
god!
packed, by the way.
Saturday, right?
15th. Oh, Saturday, yeah. Day after
All right.
tomorrow.
What a day! What a day!
Oh man, Brian, have you got the latest update on?
Just woke up, so.
Okay, well, boy, that whole like heavy rifle thing is so much worse than it seemed last night.
Can you give me Rhodes in second, please?
Yeah.
But you, yeah.
I'm gonna give you some context here. Yesterday evening, I had
I've heard all the context. If this is about
Ruth was given a call, screamed at. After which,
I don't have this context at all. I'm sorry. Go on.
yeah, God knows what. It's Pred things, whatever. It's I think it's between them mostly. I give him a call to let him. I know he's awake. I want to let him know about the Kolosky situation, and this dumb fuck has the impression that the marshals are looking to get him fired or charge him or something to that effect.
Wait, which dumb fuck?
Kyle Pred.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thinks that you guys are trying to get Pred fired.
So what
Or
likely
Kukulski.
happened here is we discovered this in a group of 10 that it turned out that Kolosky had utilized Jimbo Sutton's weapon inside prison, etc., etc. And you know, and I think when Aaron likely, well, I know she told Pred and what's his name? Bill Mays. I don't for a second think Aaron claimed that we were pressing charges, rather that it was brought up that it could be evidence tampering, right? Off the hand comment over a course of like 2 hours, right? Probably just bringing it to his attention. So I give him a call to let him know what had gone out so that y'all can make a decision, right? And that resulted in about a 30-minute, 20-minute, crash out by Pred under the guys that were pressing charges. I quite frankly don't give a fuck. However, the circumstances, the chief of police stated that I don't think it's that big of a deal, and 3 DAP points were issued. And there is a possibility that.
Wait, hold on. Kukulski was dapped?
That's what it said in the report originally.
Okay. Are you sure? Hold on. Are you sure that the... Okay, no. So he was dapped 2 days ago for something entirely unrelated.
Oh, yeah.
His
And
dap
in the
for-
morning. Yes.
Yeah.
So for some reason, Pred wanted to... Listen, Pred is... Pred's... I don't know what the fuck happened to him, right? I get it. He enjoys conflict. He likes to manufacture it. I don't have time for that shit. Right now, we have a dead prisoner and... or a dead DOC. 3 people that have escaped prison. I just want to be sure that the LSPD is actually interested in like solving the crime here versus whatever issue he's got right now, right? So I want to kind of just be transparent before this topic opens up, because quite frankly, it's getting pretty gross.
Which aspect?
Well,
because I can tell you now,
yeah,
after everything I've heard about Kukulski, like before this situation happened, I had a conversation with Declan about Kukulski specifically and how other things had come up but weren't necessarily documented.
Yeah.
That he is seemingly problematic. Then he spiked someone at like, I don't know, 140 miles an hour heading south on North Rockford. He was then,
yesterday morning.
Yes, or the day before, one of the two.
Right.
And then that was dealt with. He was issued DAPs. He already had 3. He was given 3 that pushed him to the threshold of a 1-day suspension. And then he seemingly immediately got off suspension and immediately jumped into having a heavy rifle, which he, from my understanding, shouldn't have. That is also Jimbo's. And when I say he shouldn't have it, it was very much so like he's not authorized to have a heavy rifle. It was
not
Jimbo's,
authorized, not the rank. It's unregistered, right?
Yeah. And now, I also had all of the evidence records pulled. He put that heavy rifle into the appropriate locker for all of like 2.5 minutes and then pulled it out, and it was never put back in the locker. So he's been in possession of that firearm since the day So when I tell you, I haven't spoken with Pred, but he is very likely going to be dapped to where there will be a high command panel. And I would very much so be of the mindset that he should be released. Because
that's crazy. Watch your mouth there, Rhodes. How dare you?
What? That someone needs to be...
I genuinely think that man was your chief was on drugs yesterday. I don't know what his issue is.
Are you sure he just didn't take his medication?
I don't know what fucking medication he needs, but was he on melatonin? No,
I don't fucking know.
No.
Couldn't tell you what he's on.
But here's the deal,
Alcohol.
right? Rhodes, and I want to make this like rather how do I put this? You know what? You got this. I think if it's that can be conveyed, I think that's a good thing. At the end of the day, look, whatever y'all do is whatever y'all do, right? My concerns start to expand into we need to focus on this fucking case. 3 people have broken out, and this unnecessary manufactured drama ain't it, especially in the midst of all these guys trying to crack what the fuck happened. You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, obviously I wasn't present for the situation, and I don't know how much chaos was caused by Fred screaming, but it sounds like something was taken out of context. And don't get me wrong, you know Pred just as well as I do. He'll fight for anyone in his department, but if that person is downright wrong and should have never done what they fucking did and are consistently being a fuck up, and I don't mean like a Bobby Charles Carmine fuck up. I mean like they seemingly don't know where they're going wrong. That's more dangerous than a Carmine being slightly malicious in his wrongdoing.
That's
but
exactly
knows damn well.
it. So the miscommunication is there wasn't any miscommunication. Aaron's words were 1000% twisted. I know this with certainty. Now let's say he's off his medication and he's I listen, I'm not going to try to diagnose the guy, but yesterday's belligerence in the midst of this, unacceptable. You have to understand my position, right? When, as the director, if I've got the chief saying that they don't want to do anything about it, right? Not even that I asked for something to be done. It's just like an expectation, right? Just as you're taking it, just as others are taking it. And in the midst of this scenario where there's someone dead and 3 prison escapees, I am being told directly that it's not a big deal. Now I have like a concern where I now need to, you know what I mean? It puts me in a position where it's, well, I have to do my job too, right?
I mean,
is this individual capable of assessing the situation and the department? And
it definitely.
and that's not a road I'm trying to go down. You know what I mean? I got plenty of shit on my.
I understand.
Right.
I understand. My thought process was, I mean, listen, I broke this down just like I did when we spoke about that other incident that was seemingly blown out of proportion. I think the legal aspect of things here isn't all that problematic. However, like the internal, like this shouldn't be happening just off rip is the most important aspect of this situation involving Kukulski.
Yeah. I do want to highlight something that is important. And the reason I pulled you aside is before they opened it up and now they're under fire for even questioning some dumb fuck, right? Specifically Kukulski, is if I was a defense attorney, right? We need to let them know, right? It's not like these bullets were in the case. We can't hide that, right?
Right.
Where I hope there's at least some kind of conveying that this does complicate matters, right? A defense attorney can very much say, someone unauthorized heavy rifle. Was it used? Number two, were those Jimbo Sutton's, was that Jimbo Sutton's gun? Number three, if he's doing it, who else is doing it, right? It puts into who's reporting guns stolen, who's not, right? It can cause a circumstance where it puts the forensic evidence into question. Now, this isn't to state that you and I cannot discern the difference, but at the end of the day, we're not making the decision, and the judges are. So,
agreed. The thing is, so for me, obviously the casings come back to like Jimbo's murder, because from my understanding, that was the gun he was utilizing. But that case is closed. The problem sort of kind of exists that it wasn't in evidence at the time that the case occurred, but from my understanding, either somebody pled guilty to the important charges and they were found guilty as a result, or we have SMEHDI who is not found guilty. And so like nothing changes.
No, he was found guilty. Nothing changes.
Of the murder?
No, I don't think it does. Like, I don't think it would cause an appeal, nor do I think they want one, right?
Yeah.
Going into it, these guys,
guilty, that'd be stupid.
They were literally on the day of ready to plead guilty, and take plea deals and be done with it, right? They were admitting it that day. We had it on recording. SMEHDI did. Yep. Actually, SMEHDI didn't. Or I think he did. I don't remember.
I was told he didn't, and that was the point of contention.
No, I think he did originally. Regardless, Alfonso definitely did. Lang definitely did. It kind of was closed case. Plea deal, sent him out. However, I don't think we can downplay the fact that that weapon was taken out before it went to trial. Does it change the outcome? No, absolutely not. But that standard needs to exist because lucky this happened this time, right?
Yeah.
But what about the next time, right? It's all about 100%. Like how loose do we get before it starts to cause damage.
I agree.
So okay, I think we're on the same page, quite frankly. This is going to be a fucking nightmare fuel of a situation. We can bring him back, unless we want to talk anymore on this.
No. I'm good. I'm good.
All right. I appreciate it, Rhodes. Hey, Maeve Reichert.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi.
So I want to start with something. This is probably the most critical piece to all of it. I just got off the phone with Gary. He is still awaiting an answer as to who absolutely escaped. Rhodes, to give some context, we suspect it's going to be Lang Buddha. Well, you probably know the three names, right? I think I put it at the top of the report.
I do not, because all context I've had of this has been from the perspective of Kukulski had Jimbo's gun.
Lang Duct Tape and Colby.
Yep,
Did you
Matthew
say
Colby.
duct tape?
Yeah, his name's Duct Tape. Escaped, as far as we know, and there were 2 others that escaped. The 2 that you spoke to who came back.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was 5 in total. 2 came back in. I interrogated them yesterday. I've uploaded the tape, haven't put it in yet, but it's some bullshit. Like, they ain't gonna talk. They had elaborate stories. I don't necessarily believe them. I think they broke out, and then decided to come back in. But yeah, so I spoke to Gary. I spoke to a command member yesterday in the DOC. We don't have any logs or anything that actually tells us who broke out. The only ones that we know for sure are the lifers. Lang may or may not have escaped. Rhodes, do you know how the fuck we figure that out?
Not a clue.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been DOC who
So
would check around and figure out what happened.
So the issue is that with DOC, there's like a ledger, and that ledger they can reference for the lifers. However, for non-lifers, when the power goes out, there is no system to track them.
I mean,
And the
doesn't it come down to,
cameras
like,
were
manual
shot down.
confirmation? Oh.
Well, how do I put this?